Alright, this is another video. I haven't made one in quite a while, but I figure that it's about time to make one again. I really haven't had anything to make one about. I mean, nothing's come out that's interested me terribly. I guess the DSi, LL, or XL, depending on where you live, got announced. I've already got a DSi, and I don't have the money to afford a new one when it comes out, so that's kind of out of the question so far. Plus, it's not out till spring of 2009 in America, or 2010 I should say, spring of 2010. Um, Other than that, not else much has happened, but I did get the droid. There you go, there's a good picture of it. It's basically the new Android phone. Motorola is the phone maker, Verizon is the phone company, Google is in there helping out a lot. So I don't know how much I can show off really. I'm just kind of playing with the screen. I'm on the marketplace right now, kind of doing some market stuff here and there. Um, I just barely downloaded a Star Trek app called Tricoder or Tricorder. I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced. Kind of cool. Just the old scanner that they use on the show. Kind of fun. Um, It's got a lot of apps. Last time I heard, it was around 20,000. So that's pretty good. I mean, it's not iPhone's 100,000 or whatever it is, but I'm sure it's got a lot of the same content because how many apps can you really have that do their own individual thing? You got to break it down. Maybe they've got 10 or 20 apps that do one thing, 30 apps that do another of the same thing. They just do it better, and I'm not saying that the Droid doesn't do that, because it does. There's apps that, do the same thing, just slightly differently. Um, like I've got the Moto Torch app, which uses I'll show you actually, I'll just bring it up. It's going to be really bright, but it's going to show you. It uses my flash on my camera as a flashlight. It works really well. So there it is. The recommendation is don't use it a lot because it can ruin your flash possibly, but I can't imagine I use it much more than normal. I don't even use my flash sometimes for my camera because I don't need it. The light's good enough, so I think it should be used normally, whereas the other apps that they have out there are ones that turn your screen completely white and use that as a flashlight. From what I've understand, I've never used the other one, but Moto Torch works better from the people that tell me about it. Another app I use quite often for the QR barcodes that you can get online is Barcode Scanner. I don't know how well you can see this. Oh, it shows up kind of well. There's a red line in the middle. It's the actual barcode scanner. You get your barcode in between there, and it will scan it. iPhone has an app like that. BlackBerry has an app like that. I don't know which one works best, but ever since Android had a camera update a couple weeks ago, this app's worked a lot better. So, it's still new technology. It's still Droid 2.0. Just barely came out a month ago, I think today. From what I've heard and from what I've played with a little bit, um, the browser is faster than pretty much any phone out there. I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't played with them all, but out of the ones I've used, Storm 1 and the iPhone 3G, it works better than both because it just stays connected, the network's better, everything like that. My friend and I will have picture searches just on break. He's got the Storm, and mine connects just infinitely faster than his. Not only that, I use Google Search. It's a Google phone. That's got to have something to do with it. As for integration, I don't know how the iPhone works or the Storm works. Storm 2 for your Gmail and you're pushing your Gmail email. The email app on here is not very good. Of course, then again, I don't get emails to my Hotmail very often. I use Gmail mostly, but it doesn't seem to update them very quickly. Whereas Gmail is almost instant. Sometimes it gets it faster than my computer. So again, I'm kind of wondering if that's the Google phone of it. I can't really show you a lot of it because, it's kind of difficult to show. I can tell you that it does have a better screen and better resolution than the iPhone. That does cause some problems in some people's book. I was over at androidforums.com, and a guy was complaining that his iPhone works faster than the Droid for pictures. He can scroll through his pictures faster. However, it kind of depends. I mean, the pictures are on an SD card, and on the iPhone they're just on a hard drive. So that is something I wanted to bring up, by the way. It does have a removable battery. I just removed the back. iPhone doesn't. You can get a new battery. Plan on getting a backup battery, an extended life battery. Um, as like most phones, it does have the SD card just in the back, behind the battery there. Of course, then again, the G1 did have like here, kind of a weird spot to put it. Had it there. It was really difficult to get out. My wife's brother came over just barely, and he was having issues with it. Kind of weird. Um, the Maps app is really cool. If you've got your GPS turned on, it works really well. And if it ever doesn't work perfectly, you just click My Location and it tells you where you are. I'm not going to show you where I am, but there's where it is. It works really well. It will track you. It will follow you. So like if you're just traveling around out there, just sync back up to where I really am. It'll follow you, like if you're going on the road, if you're walking, if you're on a bus. It follows your phone. Really cool. Not sure how the other map apps work, but that one works really well that way. I've got YouTube on here, just the YouTube widget. Don't know how you can see that. There it is. It works really well. YouTube searches very fast. Again, my friend Storm, he always complains that YouTube's super slow. Not very fast at all. Another app I really like that's on the iPhone, I know it is because I've seen people use it, is Quick. For the Droid here, they've released a 720 by 468 resolution beta app for it. You have to go to their website to get it, and since the Droid uses the Android marketplace and it can connect with apps that aren't in the marketplace, you just have to go to a setting and check um, that you want foreign apps, nothing in the marketplace. You run a risk with that, but for the most part, if you just go with the good apps from different sites that are betas, you have a good chance of using good apps, getting good apps, like the Quick app, which I don't know if iPhone can get because, it has to go through a rigorous testing process. It's been a really good phone. I thought I had a couple issues. Thought I had a battery issue, but I guess it's just been a while since I've used a smartphone. Some people do have battery issues, but they were the first ones out. If you get one now, I don't think you'll have a battery issue. The other issue that it has that's a big qualm of people's is the speaker on the back. This whole thing is the speaker. Big, big speaker. It does go silent, or not silent, but it goes really quiet from time to time. It's supposed to be in a fix that's coming December 11th. That's not confirmed. However, there is a confirmed fix is coming before the end of the year. They don't say when. They don't give us a date. There's a release list of things that are coming with that. One of them was the majority was the camera was getting fixed and some sound issues were getting fixed. So that should be the back of our thing. Another thing I wanted to say is it does have a 5 megapixel camera. See if you can see that. It says 5 MP right there. It doesn't do true 5 megapixel. It does, maybe 3. When it started, it was more like 1.3, but they did send out an update, and they are sending out another one, so I hope that fixes it. My time's pretty much up, so if there's anything else you want to know, maybe I'll make another video. Just post your comments, let me know. So, bye.